Are you a dumbass? Do you have no friends? Do you get no bitches? Then maybe you should watch Naruto. In the beginning of the show, Naruto's a complete dumbass. His life sucks. He has no friends, he's not good at anything, he's failing all his classes, he gets no bitches. Just like you.
Yeah, boy.
But this is the reason why so many people enjoy watching Naruto. The viewer can relate to Naruto's problems and struggles. In a way, you can kinda put yourself in Naruto's shoes. Let's say you have a bad day at work, or you just failed a test or messed something up. Well, Naruto's done all these things too. But the good part of the show isn't seeing Naruto fail all the time. It's seeing how he faces his problems and keeps trying, even though he might look like an idiot in the process. It might sound stupid, but this could actually be really inspiring as a kid. And that's what happens. Over time, Naruto finds ways to solve his problems and get better as a person. He gets stronger, he makes a bunch of friends, he gets wiser, he gets bitches, and this makes you think, wow, if Naruto can do all that, at least I can do something. Maybe I can be more healthy, be more productive, get good grades. Okay, maybe not that one, but you know what I mean. So in a way, Naruto kinda represents the average person. All people have their own problems and struggles that they have to deal with. At times it can be really frustrating and you feel like you just want to quit. But when you see someone else who is in your same position succeed, it can make you change your mind. This show does a really good job at representing characters who have their own unique struggles and showing how they overcome them. However, Naruto isn't the only show or form of media to do this. I just chose Naruto because it's the first thing that came into my mind when I thought about representation. Also, it has over 700 episodes, so it's forever burned into my mind. These stories about the representation of a common person and turning them into someone who's achieved something great or has done something a bit meaningful can really stick with you. Take, for example, classic superhero films. Oftentimes the plot goes something like, regular guy lives his regular life and gets regular disappointing results, then one day he magically gets powers and now he has money and swag and an amazing life. Of course it's unrealistic and superficial and makes no sense. But a young boy watching these movies doesn't care. He just sees how cool this loser becomes and imagines himself going through the same transformation. This transformation from the common man to someone great is commonly represented with the hero archetype, coined by Carl Jung. He's also the guy who came up with the hero's journey and a bunch of other popular concepts in psychology, so he's a very big-brained individual. Even Jung noticed a tendency that boys had to gravitate towards these stories. To a lot of them, these stories are more than just stories. The characters in these stories represented the men they wanted to be like when they grew up. All these characters had universally masculine traits like strength, power, courage, and so on. This would subconsciously teach boys that this is what they should be like. This is what men should be like. Now yeah, there are problems that come with this representation of masculinity. But I think these stories that have a hero archetype that represent masculinity in this way are surprisingly beneficial. They teach you to be strong, reliable, independent. When you're young, you're not really analyzing your media thinking, how is this portrayal of excessive masculinity detrimental to my mental health and well-being? You're probably thinking, holy shit, he just hit him with a fucking Rasengan, what the
Yeah, boy.
A kid can have a bad day at school. Maybe he just failed an exam. He could have a negative mindset thinking he's a dumbass and he'll never be good at anything. But then he could watch Naruto. He could see that Naruto is a based Chad who doesn't let adversity stop him. Naruto never gives up. Now this kid is filled with inspiration and is motivated to work hard until he reaches his goals. I believe this is how Naruto and similar stories represent an ideal that people can strive for. When you're having a bad day, you can always think about your favorite character and remember what they represent. You'll get motivation to be as based as them one day.